So a long time ago, I was really interested in business organizations. I was interested in what made them tick. I was interested in the impact that business organizations have. And I was really excited about having a role to play in organizations. So I'd worked in industry, I'd worked in some organizations, and I continue to do so. But what really motivated me to become a professor of management and to engage and to educate students is that curiosity about organizations. And I'm really excited to share that with students because there's so much that we can do to make the world a better place, to come up with new solutions to problems, to come up with new products, to come up with new services, to drive a whole lot of innovation. There's so much that we can do if we have really good organizations that are well run. The rewards are seeing what other people go on to do. There are so many interesting roles. Some of my students have gone on to create fantastic startups in healthcare or in retail or in technology. Others have gone on to take on roles where they are making big changes to organizations that are better, efficient, create opportunities for other people. And we're really starting to see a whole lot now around organizations that have a big social purpose as well. Those that create organizations that make money, that create new products and services for people, but also make the world a much better place. Key topics in a very good business management, accounting, cyber, data, business analytics courses these days is all about understanding information, understanding data, asking good questions about data, thinking about innovation, thinking about sustainability. If we think about the very successful organizations today, it might be Gojek, or it might be the banking sector, it might be Facebook, it might be Instagram, it might be Uber. All of these organizations are about thinking more creatively using information, using data. So the key topics that we focus on are: how do we organize businesses to realize that value? How do we structure them? How do we lead people? How do we employ people? How do we market these products and services? How do we engage young people in buying our products and services as well? How do we generate startups? All of those jobs, all of the jobs of the future, all of the careers of the future are going to require those skills around innovation, sustainability, digital, and most importantly, good organizations that have a strong social purpose as well. And we incorporate a lot of real world organizations, examples, case studies into everything that we teach. So from day one, you'll be exposed to not just fictional textbook case studies, but real case studies. We work, for example, with energy companies that come in and talk to our analytics students about where to put electric vehicle charging stations. We work with not-for-profit organizations and government organizations as well. Most recently, I was teaching a class and we had the fire service come in to talk about how they can communicate some of their messages better as well. So that means that you're also able to build networks with industry people as well. And we also have business people that come in and put down a whole lot of other challenges outside the classroom, which are a really important way of you developing the sorts of skills that employers are looking for. There's a lot that we do to keep students motivated in the learning experience, and that's probably the biggest part of my job. We want you to come to us and have an enjoyable experience in our classroom. We want you to be excited about coming to our classrooms, and that means that we get a lot closer to you. We work with the types of organizations that you work with. A lot of our case studies are around social media companies or banking, digital banking services, or gyms and health centers, and we're working with organizations that you work with and that you're interested in, because you are the ones that understand what these organizations could be, how they could be better. So we work with you. A lot of our assessments require you to go and find an organization that you want to study and that you want to work with. It might be one that you're aware of through media, it might be one where you have a part-time job. So we'll be working with you so you explore those areas that you're most interested in. Today, the key skills that you're going to need going into the future are around data, around analytics, but that's not highly mathematical. That's not all about maths. It's about being curious about the information that we need. And curiosity is probably one of the biggest skills. Curiosity to solve problems, curiosity to identify problems, curiosity to also think creatively about solutions. The other thing that the industry professionals that we work with consistently say to us is that we need people who are confident, curious, are able to be creative, are able to communicate well, and are able to work through solutions and problems. A good analogy that I like to use that underpins everything that we do in the classroom is like playing sport. I think I could probably sit down and read a book about playing basketball. I could sit an exam about basketball and probably get 100%, but that won't translate into how I perform when I'm standing on the basketball court as well. That requires skill, it requires practice, and it requires experience. So our promise to you as one of our students is that we cover the knowledge, like reading a book about basketball, but also working with industry so you gain those skills, gain that experience, and you have the opportunity to practice putting those skills into practice, just like you would if you were playing sport. Whether or not it's through the formal curriculum that you study with us in the classroom, or those experiences that you have outside the classroom, we will wrap around you to find those opportunities for you to realize your dreams.